I just want to have an honest conversation here. Is Pamela Anderson our no makeup revolution hero, or is it all a publicity stunt and we should be thinking about more important things? So Pamela Anderson went makeup free at Paris Fashion Week and the internet was all abuzz. There were all sorts of headlines like, Pamela Anderson no makeup in Paris Fashion Week explains that her skin has a natural blush from heat. Pamela Anderson opens up about her makeup-free pledge. How about that? I'm going to pull some comments from Paulina Porizkova's Instagram page where she posted about Pamela Anderson's makeup-free look at Paris Fashion Week. So is this kind of like a reaction video? It's getting kind of meta in here. She looks great and should look great as she's only 56. Shouldn't we be applauding more important issues relative to empowering women in our world? I wish I could agree with you. I truly do, because I adore Pamela. However, it's obvious she had a facelift and who knows what else. Her face looks completely different. So for her to say she's accepting aging and for you to say this is what confidence looks like is such a huge double standard and so unfair to middle-aged women that truly are heroes for not wanting the easy way out. You are, to me, a role model for that. Unfortunately, and with a heavy heart, I say that Pamela is not a role model for me. Strong opinions from the internet. I can't believe it. Some of the haters had their say, and they weren't strong haters. They weren't saying, she's gross. Nobody actually said that. I didn't see anything like that. I thought that the comments, let me put this lotion on first. It sounds gross. Moisturize and you'll look like Pamela Anderson when you're 56. Or you won't. One of those things will happen. So here's some more that aren't direct quotes. These are ideas that people had. The idea that since she's had work done, and we know what that means, it's not fair to compare us to her. Okay. It's a publicity stunt. Maybe. And if it was, it's pretty darn smart. Shouldn't we be praising women for doing important things instead? Now, the word important, that's debatable, and we can get into that. Some women showed up to say, I don't wear makeup and I don't get this much attention. Fair enough. No, you don't. She's not even that old. Well, that's true. Old is relative. So no, she's not that old, but to a 20-year-old, she's that old. So I don't think that comment's very valid. She can only do this because she's already pretty. As if you can't go makeup free unless you are pretty. I don't really like that one. So let's just get into why I do think she is our makeup-free revolutionary hero. That is wordy. I would like a better term for her. How about, no, let's just go with it. The question is she a hero? And I think that I'm on the side of yes. Now, do we need to define the word hero? It's just a leader, someone who is blazing the trail. It doesn't mean that she needed to go off to war and lead the troops, okay? I'm just talking about a trailblazer, someone who made a bold choice. She's a hero in one aspect, okay? So let's not get our undies in a bundle about that. I really try to never get my undies in a bundle because that's one of the worst feelings throughout the day. What are we talking about? We're talking about Pamela Anderson. Is this a trap? Yes, this is a media trap set for us to increase internet engagement. But here I am engaging on the internet. I have completely fallen into the trap, but I would like to show you why I think that this is a great thing for women. Obviously, we live in a time where it's still huge news for a woman to go outside without makeup on her face. So I would say that, yeah, this is a bold choice. If this is news, if this is what we are reading about and putting on Instagram, then yeah, it's a bold choice and I commend you. And, I thought it was an interesting move. Personally, I think it was smart and cool. For someone who has been a sex symbol for so many years, now I don't know what age you are, but I'm 46, and this woman was the biggest star, the biggest sex symbol when I was young and impressionable, when I was in my late teens and early 20s. She was held up as the sexiest woman on the planet. She was basically sculpted, shaped, and painted to be the object of men's gazes and women's desires for themselves. And for this particular woman to decide, I'm going to drop all of that and be my natural self for the public to view in public, I think that was a super bold choice, and I love it. I'm here for it. Can I tell you my own personal Pamela Anderson story? When I was young, I was working at Starbucks. And when you work at Starbucks in Burbank, California, you run into a lot of stars. And one day, Pamela Anderson came walking through the door of Starbucks where I worked. And I was at the cash register, and you wouldn't believe what happened, okay? She walks through the door, and of course, looks beautiful and amazing. So pretty, you can't believe your eyes. She wasn't done up for any event. She's just beautiful in real life. And as she walked through the door and the men started to recognize what was happening, as she moved toward the counter, toward me, all the men in the place slowly stood up and walked behind her. They waddled like slow penguins behind her until they formed a semicircle around her at the counter while she was ordering her drink from me. And all of the men were forming this penguin semicircle around her, staring at her. Can you imagine living your life like that? I'm sure that happened to her wherever she went. And I'll tell you one part of the story that I feel kind of weird about. And there was this one man, this one brave man, who stepped forward and attempted to talk to her. And he said, I don't know if you remember, but I met you a few years ago. And the look on her face, she said, no, I don't really remember that. She was kind, but I could tell that this happened to her all the time, every time she stepped outside. And that's why I do believe that this is the woman to do this. This is the woman to bring the no makeup, aging woman, aging naturally revolution. She's the one, because she has been so sexualized her whole life. And for her to say, forget it all, this is me, I love that. I mean, whether she had plastic surgery or not, and I mean, obviously she did. Okay, I think that's something that we don't argue about. That is irrelevant. I think that, even if you've had a facelift where it's kind of returning you to 20 years younger in your facial structure, it's still pretty bold to go out the way she did with like almost no eyebrows. That's something you won't catch me doing. I didn't do no makeup for this video. Are you kidding me? I love makeup. I love putting it on every day. But as I get older, I prefer to put on less makeup, less and less as I go. And I think maybe by the time I get to 56 or 60, I might be interested in doing no makeup as well. But I tell you what, I'll never give up is filling in my eyebrows. Won't do it. I'm not going to go out with my missing eyebrow and my crooked one over here. No thanks. That's for me, and that's not for the world. That is for me. That is my personal choice. Can we get back to this subject? I told you this was going to be an honest conversation. And if you have something to say about this, totally put it in the comments. I want to talk about this all day and all night. And I don't even know why. Have you ever seen a celebrity show up to Paris Fashion Week with no makeup on? No, you have not. Okay, maybe Alicia Keys, if she ever showed up to Fashion Week. I think Alicia Keys is also pretty bold for choosing no makeup. Bold choice. You have to admit that. You have to respect that game. Another reason why this is a trap. Because the internet wants us to argue. The internet wants engagement. So the minute this woman says, I don't wear makeup anymore, the minute she puts any makeup on her face, the internet's going to go, she is wearing makeup. That is unfair. And it's putting her in a box that she doesn't need to be in. Like, I'm a vegetarian, But every once in a while, I'll have some chicken or whatever. If it sneaks into my meal, I'm not going to cause a big fuss about it. But it doesn't mean she's not a vegetarian anymore. That's why I don't like labels. So the internet has set her up for some sort of failure now. If someone decides to put some little bit of color on her face, or she wears lipstick, the internet is going to be pointing their fingers at her. Look, she gave it up. She couldn't handle it. I'm not here to play that game. And I don't think that you should play either when you see that come up in the future, because sooner or later, someone's going to put a little bit of color on her cheeks before she goes out to an event. She's going to look awesome. And then everyone's going to go, she's not makeup free, as if they're the ultimate judge of who's wearing makeup and who shouldn't wear makeup. And judge. Don't do that. Just move along. Like, what's the big deal about you see something and you like it or dislike it, but just move along. Like, what's hard about that? Don't play into the trap. Let this woman do whatever she's going to do. If we are living in a time where someone can still show up on Pink's Instagram post, Pink is an accomplished singer and gymnast and dancer. She's an amazing person and she's totally cool. Okay, so someone shows up on Pink's Instagram and writes, Pink got old. If we live in that kind of time where somebody thinks that's an okay thing to say, that's what I'm going to say on the internet today. You got old, because simply through the nature of staying alive, simply through not dying, you got old. You're old. Like, what? Okay, first of all, whoever that is, that person's an idiot. The haters of the internet never cease to amaze me. What they think is okay to write out in public with their name attached to it, they really should be ashamed. If we're still living in a time where somebody thinks that's okay to show up and say, you got old, then yeah, I do believe you are a hero for going out and saying, I got old and it's okay. I got old and I'm super happy. I got old and your opinion doesn't matter. I got old and I feel great. I don't know why people have to come at you when you make a change. Like, just don't talk about the thing you don't like that the person did with their own body. Like, why can't you do that? I'm angry today. I'm big mad.
You big mad.
I'm big mad at haters. I told you this was an honest conversation. I'm just speaking off the cuff here. So, women in this lifetime, we are taught to fix things that are wrong with us. Okay, there's so much wrong with that sentence, because what is wrong with us is often that our nose is the wrong shape, our cheeks are the wrong height, our chin is the wrong slope. Oh, our little thing here, I don't even know what that's called, is the wrong length. And if it's too long, oh no. And let me just tell you that Pamela Anderson actually is speculated to have had that surgery where they shorten this part of your lip, and it's supposed to make you super hot, or makes your lip go like that. Like, I can't do it. Like Kylie Jenner. We're taught to fix these things. Fix what's wrong. What's wrong with a face that works, a face that has all of its nerves intact? What's wrong with the face your kids and your grandkids are kissing? What's wrong with the face you were born with? Wrong is being packaged and sold to you, and you can buy it or you can not buy it. But I would like to tell you that the face you were born with is, all of those things are there for a reason. They are in place for a reason. Your ancestors put them there. There's nothing wrong with you. Honestly, Pamela Anderson was a natural beauty before any work was done. Absolutely gorgeous. In an era where we are taught to fix what's wrong with us, and this woman did fix things on her face, I still think it's bold to choose no makeup. No makeup is its own thing. It doesn't matter what's underneath that makeup. To choose no makeup in this society and go to Paris Fashion Week, of all places, the most stylish place on earth, she's a trailblazer. I love it. Okay, I hate this headline, this makeup-free pledge. I don't think she made a pledge. And I think that is such a strong word that that's going to set people up to point their fingers when she wears some lip gloss. I don't like that. Taking off the mask and showing who you really are is a very vulnerable thing. I've done some videos where I appear at the beginning with absolutely zero makeup on, and it was humbling. Let me tell you, it was not great. I didn't like it, but I felt it was important to show you that I do not have an eyebrow here, and this one's weird, and I have no color in my face. I thought it was important to show you this. And after I made these videos, these makeup videos where I'm showing myself with zero makeup on, I did feel much freer. Nobody can call me out for anything about my face because I'm like, well, it's true. Like, if you're going to tell me something true about my face, I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, it's wrong. It's not. It's just my face. And someone had the audacity to email me, and I'm still kind of chuckling about it. They emailed me and called me a crooked tooth hillbilly. And you know what? I was like, huh, I'm a little bit of a crooked tooth hillbilly. And I moved on. I'm just saying there's a lot of haters out there, people that want to say things negative about people. There's no need. There's people doing positive things in this world. I do believe that Pamela Anderson is one of them. Yeah, a lot of us women haven't been able to be so vulnerable and open ourselves up to that kind of scrutiny, criticizing, and just show who we really are under the mask. So I love this. I love this. If I'm going to be 100% honest with my opinion, I don't think that in a lot of these public appearances where she appears to be makeup free, I do not think she is 100% makeup free. I think that there's a little bit of lip color going on. And what's wrong with that? I think mostly what you're seeing is the lack of heavy eye makeup. Oh, something you might not know about her choice to go makeup free is that her longtime iconic makeup artist died. And when she passed away, Pamela Anderson said, I just feel like I don't even want to do it anymore." And maybe she couldn't do that look on her own. Maybe she was relying on her friend and makeup artist, and that that was something that really changed her life. And she decided to stop wearing so much makeup. And I think that is interesting. I feel like it is an authentic choice. I don't feel like this was a publicity stunt. Could have been, but if it was a really good one. And I love it. I love this publicity stunt. If you do want to try doing no makeup or less makeup as you age, determining your color season and choosing those colors to wear can help you look best without makeup on. It's amazing what the right colors can do for your skin and your eyes and the way you come across as a person. So look into finding your color season. You can get a professional to do it, or you can try to do it yourself like I did. And I made lots of mistakes along the way. If you want to watch that video, I'm going to link it here and I'm going to link it below. All the mistakes I made when determining my color season. But once I did find my color season and started wearing my colors, I definitely don't need to supplement with makeup so much. So that's one thing you can do. If you want to wear less makeup, you can definitely find the right colors to wear and it will totally help. And the person that I like to watch on YouTube, I'm going to link her below too. That's Christine Skaman. And you can find her channel linked down below. So, is Pamela Anderson our makeup-free revolutionary hero? I think so. Is this a trap? I think so. Do I care? No. I like participating in this kind of discourse, so drop me a comment below what you think, and let's just talk more about aging and people's choices on how they're going to do it, because honestly, I love makeup. I'm not going to stop wearing makeup anytime soon, but I do think that this is an awesome topic. Thanks for hanging out with me during this rant. I hope it was fun for you. It was kind of fun for me. No, it was a lot of fun for me, and I appreciate you for being here. I'll see you soon.